Comedian. Your next comedian, as previously mentioned, is your bartender and also starving artist, hence the tips, so make sure you take care of him, guys. Yeah, he is, let's see, there's one thing I want to say about him. He's born, here we are. He's born in Toronto, and this is where it gets confusing, because then he lived on the East Coast, but he hails from Vancouver. Yeah, I don't even understand myself. So if you can make sense of that, come talk to me after. Maybe he'll tell me. I don't know. We might all be too drunk to remember anyways. But ladies and gentlemen, hands together please for Daryl McCallum!
Alright, my mother loved that little video, by the way. She was a big fan of it, and that was Jacob doing the rim shots there. For an extra $5, he does a couple of different kind of rim shots, if you know what I'm saying. Don't worry, VIP sections all included. So I've been working in restaurants for so long. How long, none of you asked? Well, ever since Bill Clinton decided to play hide to cigar with an intern. He should have just offered to pay for the dry cleaning. And every now and then, you know, so 27 years is how long I've been doing it. And the majority of my income for that time is through tips. And, you know, every time when I pull out the machine and I see it's a nice, beautiful 25% tip, I feel like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. Just a dirty little whore. For an extra 10%, I'll toss your salad better than any chef ever will. Speaking of butt play, I'm of that age where I had to have a colonoscopy and an endoscopy done. And I have to tell you, gentlemen, it's vital. It's vital. It's vitally important which one they do first. I still can't get that taste out of my mouth. So at work occasionally, my job requires me to check IDs. And I do, but whenever I do, I always check that ID twice. Why? Well, as I've already established, I'm getting older. My memory is not quite as good as it used to be. So if I want to attain my goal of masturbating under their window by midnight, I better double check that address. So my exact age is 44. No children. But whenever I see or hear a baby in the restaurant, I'm just filled with so much regret. So much regret. I'm so regretful that I don't own a pet dingo. For those of you that may not know that, just Google a little phrase called "The dingo ate my baby." It's a great story, you'll love it. One thing that's been asked of me many times in this industry is like, what's your real job? So many times people have asked me, like, it's a fucking rude question, don't you think? Like, I would never, ever even imagine asking your mother that while she's doing her job. Which, of course, is my cock in her mouth. Fuck you. Of course, I can't say that to guests, so, I mean, I just mouth it. A couple years ago, I did a set at Levity. I performed it and filmed it, and put it on YouTube. I had a pro-choice joke on there. I was happy with it. Then 4 months later, Chris Rock did his special. Didn't that motherfucker do the exact same joke as me? And even though I put it on stage online first, he's Chris Rock. I can't do it anymore. So I was trying to come up with a new pro-choice joke. I spent 6 weeks on it. I decided not to carry it to term. Hey, my joke, my choice. Right, crack. So there's an allergy that I find funny for people to have, and that allergy is being allergic to pollen. Now let me explain why I think that's funny. Pollen is how plants make baby plants. So, in a sense, pollen is plant semen. They have pollen reports all the time. Can you imagine if they had that for humans? They do. It's called the Epstein court documents. Very hard to read though with the pages stuck together. I think we can all agree, Jeffrey Epstein, huge piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
Huge piece of shit? Not completely bad though. Not totally bad. Allow me to explain why. At least the island had wheelchair access. Thank you for including me. So, do we have any hockey fans in here? Yeah, probably some Leaf fans too. Do you know what being a Leaf fan is like?
Yes.
It's like going to a dominatrix and forgetting your safe word. It's just pain. I'll finish off with this one. Speaking of mental illnesses, I started seeing a therapist for the first time, and fuck do I need it. She recommended that I stop drinking for a period of time, so we can get an accurate picture of where my mental health is. I don't know why you're clapping. I'm taking your advice very seriously, I am. But I'm telling you the truth. It's very hard to get that taste out of your mouth. Thank you, that's my time. Thank you very much.
Darren McCallum, everybody. Keep it going for Darren McCallum. Talking about being a Leafs fan. I didn't.